You smell that? I smell another Lego scandal video. So it seems like Reckless Ben has released another video involving the also infamous Lego scandal that's been going on. If somehow you haven't heard about this 12 million part series, it's basically this company, Bricks and Minifigs, they stole Legos from a guy, didn't pay him, and now there's been this huge escapade of drama, theft, and all that, police corruption. It is a pretty long story, but don't worry, I'm not gonna bore you with the full details. This is a pretty short video. I guess you could consider this DLC or an appetizer for the next video, part 4, which he will release very soon because he is going to go absolutely ballistic with this series, with how many parts he's going to release, and for good reason as well. There's a lot of reasons to release it, but this one is a little bit shorter. This is DLC, a little extra behind the scenes, how some things led up, and it's basically when Reckless Ben got arrested. There is more police cam footage that came out of Amin. He's basically the evil mustache twirling guy that is one of the CEOs of Bricks and Minifigs. He's been one of the main villains going on at the moment in this whole drama, and there's been some footage. Basically, he said that Reckless Ben, he told lies to the police that, oh, they were gonna kill our whole staff. Oh God, it's a YouTube. Oh God, what should we do, police department? And he was like making up like they made threats to them and all that. But more footage did come out today about that.
A bunch of new body cam footage came in. No one's ever seen it, and we're gonna watch it right now.
He came to harass us at our place. He's out of state.
So this is filmed right after I get released from jail the first time, because I got arrested because I was trying to serve them court papers to take them to court. They're just making up reasons for me to be arrested, but then I get out of jail because I paid for bond, I get out of jail, and now Amin's just calling the police because he's like, you guys let Ben out of jail? Like, what the hell? Like, how could you guys do that? Ben needs to be in jail right now.
So he was arrested, and I think he was booked into the Utah County Jail. Okay. And he must have been released, even though he's an out-of-state, like flight risk. He was released, and so he's a YouTuber that does this stuff for videos and clicks. Okay. He was arrested in California for doing this kind of trespassing and kind of stuff. Like before, just I think in 2024. Right.
My first time getting arrested ever was for serving my court papers.
This is my first time ever being arrested.
This is my first time ever getting arrested, but I think Amin's thinking, oh, well, if I lie to the police and make it seem like he's a criminal, maybe they'll just keep him in jail this time,
So that's what's happening. And so, but we like, he's also been passing fraudulent gift certificates to financially harmed
YouTuber, that's basically Amin lying through his skin because he's just making up these lies as he goes along, doesn't know what he's saying, doesn't know what he's talking about, because he's afraid, just like when Frieza sees the legendary Super Saiyan every time he hears about the story. That's kind of how it is. They're all like, oh God, this Avenger level threat, this YouTuber got out of prison. Oh, what are you guys doing? Don't you know who he is? This is the Reckless Ben, the legendary YouTuber that's out to get us.
That's what's going on. But at this point, I just need some information so I can tell our staff what is going on, because if I need to go and get some of my staff armed so that he can't threaten them, that's what I need to do. Or they're going to go find him and rearrest him because he clearly had to have violated some kind of rule. There's got to be something to stop this guy from continuing to intimidate our staff.
Yeah, how'd you guys let this guy out of jail? If we let this guy out of jail, he's gonna kill our staff. Like, how can you possibly think of letting this guy out of jail?
You watch this, I feel like you're just like, dude, this is hilarious. I'm like, dude, this pisses me off.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, yeah.
What the heck? Like, he's literally lying through his freaking teeth.
I don't know what has been done since he was arrested yesterday.
Sure.
Like, we all sighed a big sigh of relief this morning knowing that he was arrested last night. Yeah. And then to have this happen all over again, like, everyone's feeling some pretty significant trauma that he's just not going to stop.
Yeah, so it's not the police or corrections that let him out. That's going to be a judge, right? And so that would be a complaint that would have to be directed towards their office to find out what like what's the deal? Why would you let this guy out when he's stalking us, right? That's
Yeah. So yeah, really quick. Sorry, let me grab a pen. Who do I contact for that?
Hurry, everyone. Man your stations. It's Reckless Ben again. He's going to give us super trauma. He's going to kill every last one of us. Man the stations. Oh god, it's Reckless Ben, the YouTuber with his perfect curly hair. I just don't know how I can sleep at night. You gotta arrest him. You gotta take him down, police station. And it seems like the police is kind of like, bro, I can't really do anything about this. You want to talk to the judge, maybe? So, yeah, it seems like this dude, Ammon, is panicking, lying, deceit all over just to take Reckless Ben down. And even later, he does call the police to the Bricks and Minifigs Palace, his own station, like Persona 5, the Palace. And they talk for a while, and he says the most unhinged lies that I've ever heard someone try to defame somebody for.
Officer Abrams?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. Man, is there any way I can use your bathroom?
Yeah,
real quick?
for sure. We've got one right back here.
Taking my body camera off and setting it down for a second so I can use the bathroom. You shouldn't be doing this stuff, right? You know what I mean? All 5 of them should be charged.
Basically, what they're saying now is not only should we put Ben in jail for forever for trying to serve these court papers, we should put all 5 of his team members in jail for trying to take you guys to court. You guys don't deserve to go to court, and anyone that tries to take you to court, we're going to put them in jail indefinitely.
They started threatening to kill some of the staff. And so they're just like, hey, if you don't, we're gonna kill you if you don't give this guy his money back and all this other stuff, and like all these things. And so we're like, dude, like you guys have to go through the appropriate legal channels. This guy has nothing to do with it, other than he just gets off on making videos and like if you look him up again, he goes by the name of and he films himself doing illegal things all the time, and then he gets his videos taken down, do all sorts of research on him. That's what we're dealing with, is a guy who like, honest to goodness, he's a sociopath. As we've done some additional searches on him, he has it appears that a relative of him, of his, because he's originally from Ohio and then he moved to LA, some relative of his with the same name, that based on what we can piece together, was convicted of child porn or child sexual contact, some of these other types of things. So there's a very real chance that he may have been abused as a child, but that set him through a mental disorder, kind of whatever the case may be. He's clearly a sociopath and does not care about the system.
Holy projection, Batman, because what on earth is this man talking about? That Ben did all that awful stuff. He's been abused as a child. That must be the reason why he does the things that he does now. And another point I just want to add that's not related to that. It goes a lot to say that immediately when the officer comes in, he already needs to use the bathroom because he smells dookie from a mile away. It's like it got to him, the energy, the vibes going around there. He said, oh my stomach, I need to go right now. So yeah, I'm not sure what Ammon is even talking about at this point. He's like super lying. He's looking to the officer's eyes like, please, Mr. Officer, please believe me and everything I say. I don't know. It just feels like a completely unhinged, I know the dude's lying so he can get the officers on his side, which eventually does, get them arrested. That was in part 1 though. This was just a little extra about it. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. And it even goes to even more unhinged stuff later on this. Oh, by the way, the guy he was referencing is actually a dude that lives in Ohio. So, and his name is also Benjamin Shamirder. Sorry if I mispronounced Ben's last name. And they have the same exact names. And he was actually charged for all that. So the dude looked at this bald guy. He's like some bald dude. He does not look like Ben at all. And he's all like, yup, that's him. Obviously, he was lying, trying to, hope they don't double check it and just be all like, yeah, it must be him. And they actually didn't double check it because he gets arrested for it. So, yeah, the police definitely did their due diligence on that one.
But Just a really quick update. I think we found the guy that Ammon's talking about.
Athens man is sentenced after he was found guilty of 110 felony counts for recording and distributing child pornography from his home. Benjamin Schneider is sentenced to 8 years in prison.
So yeah, I guess this guy also got charged in Ohio, and he has a very similar name to me. It's actually the exact same name as me. And maybe he thought that this person was me. Maybe that explains why he's saying I have been arrested multiple times. I mean, clearly this person is not me. I mean, but also maybe Ammon's not the smartest person in the world, so maybe he thought that we were the same person. I don't know, but this is the closest I was able to find of what Ammon could be talking about.
We know this guy's a sociopath, and so we are very afraid for our staff.
Yes, sir.
And these guys coming in, they've threatened people before. They don't care about the law, right?
Right.
And that's what makes us very scared, is because, again, like, and I'm kind of asking a serious question. In your opinion, would you go get a shotgun and bring it in the store?
He keeps asking, like, so, like, you're the police officers, do you think it's a good idea that we should have guns to defend ourselves next time Reckless Ben comes in, right? I think what he's trying to do is, because Josh Johnson said he was going to shoot us just for trying to serve him papers.
Holy crap, dude. Wait, hold on. This is insane. So he's basically asking, hey, officers, do you think it's a good idea for me to have a gun, a shotgun, in case this guy comes around again? So he can get the okay from the police officer. Yeah. So he's like, hey, the officer said I can, insinuating that he can kill you.
Well, the police officer's the one that told me to do this. Like, I'm just within my rights. He was trying to kill me, and I'm just defending myself. Yeah, he's trying to come up with a reason to justify murdering us, I think, which...
This is actually insane.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but...
In a situation like this, where some people we feel like are in danger.
I personally encourage people who are able to carry legally to carry.
Mr. Police Officer, is it okay if we get our shotguns and blow his brains out? Would that be allowed? Pretty please? But yeah, it just seems like this dude is making up lies, and is even trying to justify Ben's murder by trying to act like dude is Nemesis from the Resident Evil franchise. Like he's trying to hype him up to be this Omega level threat, this Omega level mutant, and it's just so pathetic. Once you go down to this vile level, I have no sympathy for this guy at all. After in the last video, he was like making up even more lies, going on news channels and all that, so he could get his side of the story, which is mostly lies, no evidence. But now I pretty much have no sympathy. Whatever like 0.1 sympathy I had for this guy is completely gone, and that was only because he had a funny mustache. Now that funny mustache is pretty much cartoon Saturday level villain, or even worse, because this guy is pretty much trying to justify the murder of Ben. So yeah, this guy's a piece of garbage. I have no sympathy for him whatsoever. His business down in the gutters, as people have been saying, brick by brick. Part 4 will be released soon, as Ben has said. This was just extra DLC. Thought it was pretty interesting, the extra body cam footage, but we shall see even more. What can come even more from this? It's always updating, so I think that's about it. Take care.